Good morning to you. This is the AM Club live on MX24, and my name is the one and only Edma Ohima Lawe.
And of course, my name is Godwin Namboh. Welcome to the best morning show in town, the AM Club, coming to you live from our Silicon Square studio here in East Legon.
So, it's Friday, meaning that it's the end of the week for us.
Of course.
At work at the AM Club.
Yesterday you were like, I can't wait for it to be
yes,
Friday.
but like today I'm actually gingered. I don't know. I think every single Friday when we do something related to sports, I'm always like gingered.
Speaking of sports, let me shift to more and see something. Looks like this Manchester jersey looks good on you. I mean, I don't like Manchester, but I think this
today I am repping my team, and I'm so happy.
You look nice.
Thank you. You look very nice.
I'm repping my team too. Beautiful. Liverpool. But for the next 2 hours, we're going to keep you entertained, informed, and educated. This is MX24, where we are fun, fearless, and factual. Of course.
So, Coffee Daily comes up next, where we recap all the trending stories in the last 24 hours.
And then we have Lifestyle Daily, where we will be discussing finding the right partner. Finding the right partner.
Why did you turn my hand like that?
Sorry, I'm sorry. It was unconscious. Anyway, so we'll be having a discussion on that, and of course, our hashtag daily.
Foodie Friday. So today I actually made egg wraps. So we're going to show you guys how to make egg wraps. So I hope you stay tuned and then you watch that, because I'm so excited. I mean, it's not really that hard to make it. It's very simple. It's just that you need the right ingredients to do it.
Wait, egg wraps. Do you use the Lebanese bread?
Yeah, like the wraps.
Those
and then you just like add eggs, onions, tuna, cheese, and all of that.
So it's something you can easily make at home.
It takes 5 minutes for you to make. You can have it for dinner, lunch, and breakfast.
I don't want to miss that.
Yeah. So remember, this is the AM Club, where you are a major part of the show. So do join us online via Facebook, Twitter, and YouTube at MX24GH, and we are on all platforms as well. At MX24. MX24GH. So do share your thoughts and comments with the hashtag the AM Club.
Of course, you can also reach us via our WhatsApp number 055-033-1511, 055-033-1511. Your comments, your voice notes, video reactions are welcome.
Keep them coming. So now it is time for hashtag my daily dose of Vim. Do make sure that you tweet us with your daily dose of Vim. What motivates you every single morning to keep going, especially on a Friday, where you know that tomorrow is a Saturday, really. And if you're not working, then that means the weekend.
That reminds me, sorry to catch you. So I was listening to Bernard Avlet this morning.
Yes, we were both.
We were. You know, and he spoke about how he attended the memorial service yesterday.
Yes.
Oh, you heard that?
Yes, I heard that.
And he said that the things that were spoken about the man, and he says what caught his attention, which also caught my attention, was the fact that someone said that the man's life spoke louder than his words. I was like, my goodness, this is so profound that your life could speak, that you don't have to say much, but people can look at your life and hear a lot.
Exactly. Your actions alone just like says a lot about yourself as a person.
That's my daily dose of Vim today.
Me too actually. Nice. I really like that. So today is a Friday, so it's all about positive energy, like we just demonstrated to you. Positive vibes, positive feeling, and we want you to enjoy Bloody Samaritan by Ira Star.
I don't know this girl, but
she's a Nigerian new artist with Marvin.
Nice.
Welcome back, ladies and gentlemen. This is still the AM Club live on MX24, where we are obviously home to fun, fearless, and factual content. But before we get into Coffee Daily, let me let you know why we are actually wearing jerseys today. Okay, so if you do not know, well, I'm telling you, tomorrow Manchester City and Chelsea are playing, and we always rep when there's a big match in the Premier League, in the Champions League, locally as well. We do what we have to do. So today I'm representing my team, which is of course I was going to say Manchester City. Yay! Manchester United. And obviously Godwin is repping Liverpool as well. But a quick reminder, September Rush is on. At any point in time, you will have to play a game, and the game is the buzzer. Okay, so when you see a buzzer on your TV screen, which is Malcolm Nuna featuring Kwame Eugene's Money Man remix, you need to call the number that you see on your TV screen to win any of these fantastic prizes, courtesy our sponsor, Compu Ghana. Okay, so do make sure that as soon as you hear the buzzer, Nuna featuring Kwame Eugene's Money Man remix. Gosh. Okay, so do make sure that you call in. The number will be on your TV screens. Okay, so it's now time for us to recap all the trending stories within the last 24 hours, and Godwin is standing by with the first story.
I'm feeling vibes on vibes.
You know, they kill my vibe.
Yeah, see, give them. Of course, let's get right into our very first story. The University Teachers Association of Ghana is accusing the government of failing to improve their conditions of service despite its negotiation. Since 18th August, when UTAG suspended its strike, the association has been in a mandatory 30 days negotiation over its demand for $2,084 for entry-level lectures. But the association says despite backing down on some of their demands and government pledging its commitment, nothing tangible has been achieved yet. The association is warning it will have no option than to resume its strike if the government fails to address their concerns. Edma, we started talking about this issue.
Here we go again. Exactly.
UTAG and government.
I mean, it's been over a month now since we started talking about it on the show, because we've been airing on MX24 since for a month now, since last month. So it got to a point every single day we were talking about this strike.
We were talking about UTAG,
and now they are back into Coffee Daily.
30 days, that's like a whole month.
Yeah.
So nothing, you're saying nothing positive has come out of those negotiations, and they'll be forced to go back to,
and it's like, here we go again, same story over and over again. And I feel sorry for the students. I mean, just imagine the amount of time that has been wasted, just because there hasn't been a mutual agreement between the government and.
I feel sorry for the lecturers as well.
Yeah, I do.
They're tired.
Anyways, now let's move on to the Ghana Police Service. They have confirmed that the 29-year-old Josephine Penny Mensah was never pregnant. This comes after Western Regional Minister Kwabena Otreda Mensah made similar comments, which triggered an uproar among some of social media users and residents in Sekondi. In a statement issued by the Police Public Affairs Directorate, and medical expert have found that Josephine, who they now describe as a suspect, was never pregnant within the period under review. The police suspect a possible conspiracy and have arrested 3 other persons for further questioning. Oh, Lord have mercy. I mean, we've been talking about all of this this week. It's been about Takrady, Western, Takrady Sekondi, Western region, and it's just really sad to hear this. I mean, I know that I saw a video of the family cursing the police, saying that, wow, how can they say that their family member was never pregnant? They are not understanding that statement that they put out there. Really? And yes, they were evoking gods and all of that, holding schnapps and eggs and all of that. Also, there's been further investigations showing that apparently the Western Regional Minister did pay 3,000 Ghana cedis to the kidnappers as well. And it's just that things are just unveiling, and I'm like, whoa. It's a bit confusing, isn't it?
I'm
confused. But the family do request that their daughter be brought back to them so that they can also do their investigation and find out what exactly is going on, because I don't think that they have been able to see the lady yet. Yeah.
Well, let's check out the statement that came out from the police service. Reappearance of missing. When you say reappearance, we just heard the regional minister paid an amount. So, well, reappearance of missing pregnant woman at Takoradi in the Western region. The police in Takoradi in the Western region can confirm the reappearance of one Josephine Penyin Mensah on 21st September 2021 at about 09:30 hours. When she reappeared, she was immediately sent to the Axim Government Hospital for medical attention. We also informed the family in line with our procedures. Now, since her disappearance, over 40 police officers were specifically assigned to track the whereabouts of the victim, and the family were given regular updates on police operations regarding this issue. These police operations with the associated investigations were carried out on a 24-hour basis, and we want to commend the officers who have been working on the case for the commitment, including the sleepless nights they endured. Following her reappearance and on the basis of our preliminary investigations so far, the police wishes to state the following. A. The police is heavily relying on medical experts who have examined her. Their findings are that Josephine Penyin Mensah was never pregnant within the period under review, following thorough medical examination by the medical doctors at the Axim Government Hospital. The victim, now a suspect, during interrogation mentioned the European hospital in Takoradi as a hospital for her antenatal reviews and assessment. Medical records at the facility suggest that the lady visited the hospital without pregnancy somewhere in October last year. Investigations also suggest the suspect may have conspired with other persons over her possible planned disappearance. 3 people have so far been arrested for further questioning on possible conspiracy charges. Police would like to inform members of the public that adequate measures are in place to ensure she is safe as we continue our investigations. More worrying is the fact that for a number of years, the regional command has recorded several false kidnapping cases where people conspire to create self-kidnapping incidents to make money out of ransoms. A team with support from the national headquarters has been put together to quell this emerging crime in the Western region. We wish to give the assurance that we will continue to revise our security strategies to protect the people of the Western region and the rest of the country. Signed, Kwesi Ofori, Assistant Commissioner of Police and Acting Director General of Public Affairs, Ghana Police Service.
Wow. Wow. Well, it's just the hospital confirming that the last time she visited was last year, October. There's no pregnancy.
Which is nearly a year, right?
Yeah, so nearly a year, meaning that she would have given birth last month or this month, actually.
So if you had taken seed in November, that would be what, 12 months? Okay.
Yeah, do you get it?
Okay.
He's like trying to calculate.
Yeah, I'm trying to calculate the whole thing
in his head
to see if it's really a conspiracy. But anyways, let's move away from this and do some tech story. And I'm excited about this particular one. Now, the European Commission is proposing a new rule that will ensure phone manufacturers, let me get this one right, create a universal charging solution for phones and small electronic devices. The aim is to reduce waste by encouraging consumers to reuse existing chargers when buying a new device. The proposed rules will apply to smartphones, tablets, cameras, headphones, portable speakers, and handheld video game consoles. The proposal will also standardize fast charging speeds. However, Apple is of the view that the move will harm innovation.
Yeah. I was reading about this, and Apple was actually against it. I think what they said was that, let me try and remember, they said that creating something like this would increase something, I can't really remember, to be honest. I think I was listening to it yesterday, but yeah, when I do remember it, I'll let you guys know on my Twitter account at Edma.
No, but having a universal charging system, I think it will help. Honestly, how many chargers don't you have in your house?
I don't have Android charger.
Yeah, but
I mean, I do for myself because I have a surf line, and obviously you use an Android charger to charge it. So I think that's
so. Imagine your mobile phone charger can charge your surf line, can charge your other phones. You don't need to. So you can just have one charger or two.
But now I'm also looking at it from a business point of view.
Yeah, but okay. I mean, the charger will spoil at some point. You still get to buy another one, but a universal charger, I think, is imminent.
And you see how Apple, they sell like the USB separately from the actual head. I call it.
Well, you can maintain that. So the cable can be standardized. It could be one cable, but then the head can be different. So they can innovate new heads, which is okay. Stylish ones.
Do you know what? Apple did made a solid point as to why they do not want to go ahead with that. Point. But I just cannot remember it, and I'm so sad I can't remember. But they did make a solid point. I sort of agreed with them.
So you think we should maintain the different? 2 years after, 2 years from now, they'll come out with another charger, and now my old charger cannot charge my new iPhone.
Because it's a new device. I mean, even if they come up with a new device, they'll probably might have to change the charger regardless because it's a new device.
Okay.
Innovation.
Whatever.
Okay, so it's now time for sports with Selwyn Saki. Stay with us.
Angelina, you be cool in my temperature. If you call, say cheese, take a picture. Shaka post, make I see, take a picture. And the leg book, boa. Why the party there today? Hey mama, hey I ever say. Secure.
Wagwan, my people, welcome to Escape. A boy's body count and a girl's body count matter differently. Wow, ladies.
Probably an experience, something that happened.
Is it a deal breaker in a relationship?
No.
The Escape, and this show focuses on topics that are hot on the lips of our young people and presents it in an open, honest conversation.
Oh, look at him, he's such a girl.
In other words, there are no liars on our show.
The man is the head of the home. The man is, quote unquote, the breadwinner.
We come here with the truth.
We talk of something being toxic. It's something which is harmful or unpleasant.
Stay glued to the television for the hottest show on TV.
Great, another exciting time to join you guys. I'm always happy to be here because it's always Friday. Look, guys, don't you like Fridays? Fridays.
I love Fridays. Fridays are fun. It's free. It's chilled. It's like do whatever
you know the whole night is yours, and then the next day too, you're just
you're just chilling. Absolutely.
It looks like the English Premier League is red.
Yes,
isn't it? Red. How many teams have red jerseys?
United, Liverpool. I don't know about the maroon clubs. Maybe if you can add them.
Arsenal has a red jersey.
Yeah, Arsenal is.
Then red?
Yeah, Arsenal's a red jersey. Yeah,
Arsenal's red, and then their sleeves are white.
That's true.
And then maybe Southampton for the red and white.
Right.
And Wales.
Well,
basically.
What matters is this. So
it's actually
this one.
Today we are sandwiching here.
Oh yes, all the time.
As usual.
And even at the back we have more United guys, but they just can't come here. So.
Exactly. Thank you very much. I think you're the only Liverpool supporter here.
For where? Your CEO is a Liverpool fan. Sky is a Liverpool fan.
My producer is too.
Producer is a Liverpool fan. What are you talking about?
Okay.
Don't start with me.
Oh, I'm sorry. Anyways,
there are still more stories in the week. I mean, we've been talking about CK O'Connor and the Black Stars.
Yes.
Today there'll be an announcement.
Yes. But apparently there's going to be a second term or second return.
Yeah, the GFM ministry are trying to hide that it's not Milo. It's not Milo. We'll hear that now. He's
been in Ghana at the moment, right?
He's been in the country for the past week.
He's in the hotel waiting to
yes. We know this.
Please.
Second return, we are waiting for you.
Yeah, but more stories in the GFA as the prosecutor has charged 10 players of Ashanti Gold for violating Article 34(5)(a) of the GFA Premier League regulations. The players have been charged for facilitating and participating in the playing of a fixed match of convenience during last season's match week 34 game between Ash Gold and Interlice. At the Linkley Stadium, the players who have been served with the charge sheets include Amos Adai, Amos Kofi Nkrumah, Da Costa Empim, Emmanuel Owusu, Frank Akoto, and Mohamed Bello. Others are Solomon Efriye, Stephen Owusu Banahene, Moses Kwame, and Eric Eso. They are all expected to submit their statements of defense to the charges on or before Monday, after which the GFA Disciplinary Committee will adjudicate their cases respectively. We are going to Europe now. Now, our player, Manchester United, Cristiano Ronaldo, has got used to being man-marked over the years, and now the Portuguese forward has taken the meaning to a new level of the pitch. Well, as the 36-year-old made his way to the training grounds, he's working very well. And yesterday, Ronaldo was seen driving his plush Bentley to Carrington with his 2 personal bodyguards, following very closely behind. It comes the morning after United were dumped out of the Carabao Cup following a 1-0 defeat to West Ham. Ronaldo was left out of the squad to face the Hammers, with Solskjaer instead opting to rest the Portuguese forward for this weekend's visit of Aston Villa. Now, Chelsea, one of the matters that we're talking about today, as their striker Romelu Lukaku questioned whether taking the knee is having a strong impact in the battle against racism. Ahead of the current campaign, Premier League players agreed to continue making the salute that first started the English football grounds during Project Restart in the continued fight against racism, but the act has been met with skepticism from some circles. Wilfred Zaha and Ivan Toney have stopped taking the knee. Zaha's branded the act as degrading earlier this year, while Brentford striker Toney said players were being used as puppets in being asked to take a knee. Now to some matters now. It's EPL week mark 6. Now the big fixture is Chelsea versus Manchester City. Now also one game now matters, Manchester United versus Aston Villa. Everton will be going head to head against Norwich. Brentford will be hosting Liverpool. Southampton clashing against Wolverhampton Wanderers. Crystal Palace versus Brighton. Now these are the fixtures of this, and to be doing the Premier League preview discussion with me is my main man from BBC Sports Africa, Isaac Fanning. Isaac, how you doing, guy?
I'm very well, thank you very much. I have to give you guys a little bit of trouble, because I heard when you said teams that wear red shirts, you've got Crystal Palace, my team. You got to go wearing a Manchester United jersey, so I ran and wore my Crystal Palace shirt.
Definitely. And I like the fact that you're going the retro as well, as I did with the 98-99 United jersey.
Old school.
Yeah, old school stuff. How you doing, my bro?
I'm very, very well. Thank you very much. Good to be with you.
Fantastic. Now let's go to some matters before we get to the Premier League. Now, FIFA has been discussing this biennial move to 2 World Cups in 2 years. I mean, a World Cup in 2 years. What do you think about it, Isaac? Is that going to help football?
I mean, it'll be interesting to see. FIFA appear very, very keen on this idea. Arsene Wenger obviously spearheading the charge. You know, he's been speaking to the BBC today, and he's talked about taking a risk. And they know it's a gamble, but they believe that it will make football better. He's talked about suggesting fewer international breaks and, of course, staging this World Cup every couple of years. There is a lot of opposition to the idea, especially from UEFA. Of course, they host the European Championships, which we saw this summer, which was very successful. For them, they will be questioning where that fits. But there has been support for it. Africa appeared to be open to the idea. The CAF president, Patrice Motsepe, appears to be open to the idea. He says he has an open mind to it. So it'll be interesting to see, if they can push this through. It sort of appears like football doing the typical thing of battling itself. It's almost like the Super League idea. The fight for football's future appears to be, really, really difficult. And it'll be interesting to see, because it's all about money, it appears, and that's always a problem when it comes to issues in football.
Fantastic. Let's go to the Premier League now. But there's a matter that you're interested in. This weekend is the Eagles and the Seagulls. What do you have to say about that game? A big rise.
It'll be a big game. I mean, Brighton have had absolutely fantastic start to the season. To win 4 games, they're in the top 4, I believe. They're doing very, very well. But they're obviously up against a seismic force in Crystal Palace at Sellers Park Stadium. On a Monday night. It'll be a night game. It'll be really interesting. The two clubs have had a long rivalry that goes back to the 70s. I think it will be a really interesting game. Patrick Vieira has done a fairly good job. It's been a tough start for Crystal Palace, but he'll be hoping to get a big win to kind of continue his good start and really cement himself as a Palace favourite. So I'm going to that match. So I'm very excited to watch it on Monday night. I've got a few friends coming with me. So it'll be really good fun.
Great weekend you have there. Now let's go to the game that matters. Chelsea versus Manchester City. We can bring it down from last season, the latter part of last season. FA Cup, Chelsea, in the Premier League, Chelsea, and then that big Champions League final, also recorded in Tuchel's side winning. Now we're in the Premier League now. Chelsea is on top of the table. Man City is also around there in the top 4, I guess. And but this game is a big fixture at the Stamford Bridge. What do you see coming in this game?
Yeah, I mean, it appears Thomas Tuchel really has Pep Guardiola's number. I can't think of a manager who really has troubled Pep Guardiola like Thomas Tuchel has done. Maybe Jose Mourinho back in the day. But for Chelsea, if they win against City, it could be the first time that they've won 4 games, consecutive victories against Manchester City in all competitions in an 8-match sequence. It would be the first time they could do that. So it'll be really interesting to see. Pep Guardiola got a lot of criticism for that Champions League final and deciding not to play Fernandinho or a defensive midfielder. Will he bring back Fernandinho or Rodri? Kevin De Bruyne was injured in that match, in that Champions League final, but he'll be back, of course. Jack Grealish, could he make a difference? It's a big game for City because, if they lose this, then they'll go 6 points behind Chelsea. I think it will be those two who will be the big favourites to win the league in my book. And so, it'll be really interesting to see. Will Senegal's Edouard Mendy be back in goal for Chelsea? I'm really excited for this game because I think, this is the two teams that have the chance to win the Premier League. They are the two best squads. Thomas Tuchel is doing a really, really great job. For City, will it be, a big defeat? They've already lost once already this season. A second defeat would really be tough. But if any team can kind of bounce back, it would be Manchester City. So really excited. That game at Stamford Bridge at 12:30. British time is going to be really, really interesting to watch.
A blockbuster we are waiting for. Now, with these games, I'm going to let my people here there's a United fan over here and there's a Liverpool fan here. We'll start with Manchester United that we're playing against Aston Villa. Edma, do you want him to tell you something about United's chances against Aston Villa?
Yes, of course, yes. I actually do really want to hear it.
Edma wants to know what Manchester United can do to beat Villa this weekend.
Yeah, I mean, United, it'll be tough. They haven't really played that well this season, I don't think.
Yeah.
They had a really good start against Leeds, but they found it difficult. That draw against Southampton last week. They were lucky against West Ham, and of course they obviously lost to them in the League Cup. I think, they are still finding their feet. And, the fact that they've won, that they are, third in the league, they've got 13 points, is a really, really good sign, because I think a lot of the games in which they played against West Ham, that's the type of game that they draw last season, So if you're a United fan, I think you are feeling comfortable. Aston Villa, great win last weekend, so they will be coming into the game with a lot of confidence. United, with Ronaldo, really, he's found his feet. It's almost like he hasn't been gone in the Premier League, scoring, I think it's 3 goals in the Premier League.
Yeah.
I think United have a great chance to continue their run, but Aston Villa will provide definitely a tough challenge.
Definitely. Now let's go to Godwin. Liverpool is going away to Brentford this weekend. So.
Brentford, please, spare me. Spare me. Isaac, what do you think our chances are with Brentford?
I mean, Liverpool are the quiet title contenders, I think. That's what we can call them. They won it 2 years ago, but last season didn't quite go well. But they've got all their players back. They didn't really make much of a splash in the transfer market, but this season they look pretty good in their 3 games. So the thing that really is interesting is if you look at their record with Chelsea, it's identical. They've had the exact same result every weekend for the 5 weekends. And against Brentford, I've seen Brentford play live. They're very organised, very disciplined. They're a really good side for a team that's just been promoted. So I don't think it'll be a walkover, but I still think Liverpool will get the win in that one because Liverpool are just a really good side. But watch out for Ivan Toney. He's a really good player for Brentford, and I think they'll provide Liverpool with a tough challenge. They beat Arsenal in that first game of the season, and they've got 8 points. So they've really got nothing to lose against Liverpool. I think they'll go for it, and I actually think it will be one of the games of the weekend.
Let's go.
Nice one. Now, we are super grateful, Isaac, for giving us all the updates in the Premier League review. We're always happy to have you here on the show. We'll be back to you anytime, and all the best to the Eagles this weekend.
Thank you. My pleasure, guys. Have a good time.
Great. Now let's do some other stuff. We go to La Liga as well. That will be happening this weekend. Now all of us will be going head-to-head against Atletico Madrid in their big fixture of Real Madrid versus Villarreal will be happening over there in that league. Real Betis versus Getafe. Then on Monday, Celta Vigo versus Granada. Other fixtures in La Liga. Now we go to Serie A. One big fixture and there has to be AC Milan and Spezia. Inter Milan will also be going head-to-head with Atalanta. Juventus will be hosting Sampdoria, and Napoli versus Cagliari. Also, there's a derby in Lazio, AS Roma in Rome. Let's go to other stuff. Bundesliga is here now. Greuther Fürth will be going head-to-head with Bayern Munich, and that's in the Bundesliga. Now, Bochum versus Stuttgart also will be a fixture. Then we have RB Leipzig versus Hertha Berlin in the Bundesliga. Ligue 1 finishes up as Lyon versus Lorient, PSG versus Montpellier, Bordeaux versus Rennes, Rennes versus Nantes, and Marseille versus Lens. Fantasy Premier League is also here. Guys are looking great. On top is Odwalla with 392 points. Kanache also 388, making a third position. Now the fourth position is Books with 378 points, and Top Boy FC with 376. Running up down is the bottom from 3 has to Varoncho with 374 points, NL with 372 points, and Slimy FC with 371 points. Fantasy Premier League looking more exciting. And that's where we do it here on Sport Today. you guys can join for more updates on tomorrow's show. Playmakers will be here at 8 a.m. right here in MX24. Guys, will be exciting weekend in football, and we'll be bringing you more updates on this weekend's game against Chelsea and Manchester City with my people here, Godwin.
That's a good one. Hashtag Godwin. I like that. I like that.
Ooh.
Okay, so are you? What are your predictions for tomorrow?
For tomorrow, I don't know, but I have hopes in Chelsea. Seriously, I feel like Chelsea is going to win that game tomorrow. Chelsea has a solid team this season. Solid team, I must say. Like Isaac said, you know, it's been such an easy run for them.
And since today is going to be, if they should win tomorrow's game, is going to be the 4th time Tuchel has beaten Manchester City in a row. No other coaches
in a row.
But I don't know why I feel like maybe Manchester City
therefore is always
also
a top
take
side.
it.
You can never take them off. Pep Guardiola's side, never.
Anyways.
Yeah.
Well, do you have any games for us today?
Oh yes, I will be doing something.
Okay.
I'm supposed to be getting you guys into this game more, asking you some questions about the two teams. What you know about
Chelsea and Manchester City?
Yeah.
Oh, let's do this. Let's do this.
What do we do?
Let's do this. So what do you have to do?
I'm just going to ask you 2 questions each, and if you're able to get the answer right, probably the person that wins is going to buy all of us lunch on Monday. And
wow.
The person who's going to win,
whose prediction gets right,
is going to buy lunch.
Yes. No, I mean the person that loses
will buy
lunch for yes.
I should win and buy lunch.
Yeah, so if your prediction goes right, and as you said, Chelsea is going to win, we will probably have to get you lunch. I think Edma is going to get you lunch. And if City wins,
besides the croissant, I'll have something else.
I know, right? Because I always get you guys breakfast every single morning.
Yeah.
So, but don't worry, City will win. City will win.
Okay, so I think predictions. I think Chelsea is going to win by 2-1.
2-1.
Yeah.
Okay.
I think it's going to be 2-2.
2-2. That's interesting, because both teams have never drawn in their last 12 games. It's always been.
It doesn't matter.
Chelsea.
I make the predictions.
Right. Anyway,
and it happens.
with the Ethiopia one, again, I mean, you showed us about that.
She was spot on. I mean,
so 2-2.
But both teams have played 12 times. Chelsea has won 7 out of that. City's 5.
Yeah.
So, I mean, it goes to Chelsea's at the moment. But at the moment, present form, Chelsea carries it, but you can never write off Manchester City.
It's a game, so you never know.
Never.
Chelsea.
Okay.
So I'll go inside to Godwin.
Hey, please don't embarrass me on TV. But let's
who's the first team right back of Chelsea?
First what?
First team right back. Their first 11 right back. Who plays?
For who? Chelsea. Oh, I don't know. Chelsea is a useless team for me.
Maybe Edma.
I mean, this season they are strong down and there, but I don't know who their right back is. Honestly, I wouldn't know.
Do you have an idea?
No, don't ask me the same question. That was his question and he failed. So ask me another question, please.
So who is the left back? Ask that.
No. Ask me a different question.
Who's the manager of Manchester City?
Oh wow, this is so easy.
Can you just ask me to name one player?
No. Who's the manager of Manchester City? Please answer it.
I don't know.
Hey, Edma. It's excusable for me not to know the right back, but can you serious?
I don't know.
Okay. Can I bonus question for me?
No.
Okay.
Because she didn't accept.
Okay. Second, I know it's Pep Guardiola. She doesn't know. Anyways.
Okay. Who was number 5 for Chelsea?
Is it me or is you? Godwin.
Romelu.
Number 5. Jersey number.
Romelu Lukaku. Romelu Lukaku.
It's Jorginho.
It's who?
Jorginho. Romelu Lukaku wears number 9.
Oh no, it's okay. Last question.
Okay. Manchester City. Who wears number 7 for Manchester City?
Raheem Sterling.
Right, and my
God!
That was a smart one from. Okay, so at the moment, it's a draw in terms of the questions, 1-1, but the prediction.
No, I won.
She won actually.
I won.
So you didn't get. Oh, any. Oh,
so I'm buying lunch.
No,
I'm buying lunch for how many people?
You're buying lunch for me, Edma, and Kevboy.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah,
no problem.
But the prediction is also another one. So whoever wins the
2-1, she says 2-2. Let's see how that goes.
All right, let's see. And that's it's for the sports updates and our questions here. But Monday will be here to let you know if whoever is going to be getting us lunch. Guys,
okay, so it's now time for us to deep dive into the world of entertainment and showbiz. Boy, Voice, stay with us.
Go on, people, you don't know it's Foodie Fridays. Hey, you know me love food. You understand? Welcome to MX Breaks Lifestyle and Entertainment inside the AM Club Zine. Guys, it's a weekend.
It's a weekend. I love the chilled look, by the way.
Oh, Charlie. Hey, let me tell you something. I'll go tell you. I thought I was coming to get a jersey.
Oh, my.
That's why I wore my shirt.
No, it's fine. You still look good.
But I love this. I love
it. It looks like a jersey as well, so
I was hoping for a new jersey.
It looks like Manchester's blue jersey. All
right.
It passes for it.
I won't say Godwin looks good this morning.
Because what?
Liverpool.
But I do though, right?
On that. Edma, you look so lovely.
Thank you, my love. Thank you. So do you.
Thank you.
Take us away.
Hey guys, my name is Kevboy B. You can follow me on Instagram, TikTok, everywhere at KEVOYB. And now let's get into our stories. Now today, Friday the 24th, Cena Soul is launching her EP titled For Times We Lost. Aww. Following the success of her latest single, Feelings, featuring Golden Boy Kiddy, Cena Soul is now expanding into becoming an independent artist. If you haven't gotten a chance to check it out, MX Beats did a full interview with her as well as the AM Club, so head over to our social media at MX24GH to see all of the exclusives. But MX Breaks is going to be on the ground this evening at the launch party. The Jamaican jumped out. The launch party to bring you all the exclusives. So of course, guys, you must stay tuned. It's at the Sandbox tonight, so make sure you come to the Sandbox at 7 p.m. to see Cena Soul. Zin? Now to all the J. Cole fans, it seems the rapper is finally bringing in more music. Hey, he recently dropped a new song titled Heaven's EP that has been making waves on social media. He even manages to name drop Drake during the song that has fans begging for a collaboration between the two. Now, J. Cole hasn't yet announced if an album is in the works, but you never know. And we have an SOT, so let's look at it. We do have no one? I thought there was an SOT, but there's not. Guys, I was excited to see the video.
To hear what he was going to.
I mean, it's been a while he's released music, so for him to come back, I'm like...
Oh, J. Cole is so fire.
I love it.
I love the Rasta.
Real fire.
Yeah, man.
Real fire. I like J. Cole. I really like J. Cole a lot. But yeah, today, guys, listen, last night I really felt... I know it's Foodie Fridays and I've given you guys this one before, but I really miss my stew peas in Jamaica.
Aww.
Oh, man.
You know what? Stew peas?
Stew peas.
Stew peas.
Yeah.
It's like thing with the peas in it.
The peas and the pigtail.
Yeah, exactly. To be honest, like when I was in the UK, let me tell you a food that saved me throughout my whole journey at the university. It was Indomie noodles and rice and peas with oxtail.
Hey, you like rice and peas and oxtail?
Rice and peas and oxtail with some good pie.
Hey, guess what, guys? Jamrock has that, so you guys should try it at Jamrock.
You should try it at Jamrock.
Yeah, definitely.
Oxtail,
definitely. Oxtail with rice and peas. It saved me. There was a Jamaican restaurant right next to my campus, and they used to do affordable Jamaican food.
Nice.
Really good one as well, so I was surviving on that.
After work? Are you taking us after work? Should we go after work? After work?
Why not?
You actually own us lunch. Myself.
Monday.
There's a small delay on that.
Exactly.
Anyway, guys, that's it for MX Breaks Lifestyle and Entertainment Zine. My name is Kevboy B. Little more, big up yourself.
Okay, so that's about it for Coffee Daily today. Up next is Lifestyle Daily, and we'll be having an interesting conversation on how to find the right partner.
But it's okay. In the meantime,
Someone is like, hey.
I know, right?
But it's important. I think I found the right partner in work. In working space.
Look at Godwin says just now.
My heart just beats. What is my mother going to say? Please enjoy enjoyment by D Black, which is still boy, and come in IMP. Oh my goodness, Edma.
We're enjoying ourselves heavily all weekend, from Friday to Sunday, 9 p.m. to 9 a.m.
Angelina, you be cool in my temperature. If you call,
say cheese, take a picture. Shaka pose, make a see, take a picture.
in the leg book, boah, 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 boah.
Why the party there today? Hey mama, hey I ever say. Secure.
Wagwan, my people, welcome to X Cave.
A boy's body count and a girl's body count matter differently.
Wow, ladies. Probably an experience, something that happened.
Is it a deal breaker in a relationship?
No.
The X Cave, and this show focuses on topics that are hot on the lips of our young people and presents it in an open, honest conversation.
Oh, look at him, he's crying, he's such a girl.
In other words, there are no liars on our show.
The man is the head of the home. The man is, quote unquote, the breadwinner.
We come here with the truth.
We talk of something being toxic. It's something which is harmful or unpleasant.
Stay glued to the television for the hottest show on TV.
Welcome back, ladies and gentlemen. This is still the AM Club, your most authoritative morning show right here on MX24. It's now time for Lifestyle Daily. And guess what we're talking about today? Finding the right partner.
Yes, indeed. We are looking for the right partner. Life as a single person offers many rewards. Freedom to pursue your own hobbies, interests, dreams, and appreciating the quiet, uninterrupted moments of solitude. However, if you're ready to share your life with someone and want to build a lasting, worthwhile relationship, it can seem frustrating. Love is the bond that connects us all, but finding a life partner can be incredibly difficult. The hope of meeting someone who ticks all the boxes with common interest, no major flaws, and with added physical and intellectual attraction puts most single people in an eternal hunt for love perfection. But just as most people say, it will take time, it will be difficult, but when you find them, It's a breathtaking moment with inexplicable feelings. The calming presence of a person by your side at every difficult point. Someone to cheer you up at times when, you know, all you want to do is cry. Someone that makes you smile and understands you is everyone's desire, everyone's quote unquote. And today we will have a detailed conversation on how to find the right one.
That was beautiful, actually. But before we get into the conversation, remember that you are a major part of the show. So my question for you today is, are you looking for the right partner? I know Godwin is.
Today is like you've come my count.
I'm sorry. But do make sure that you share your thoughts and comments via our WhatsApp at 0550-331-511. 0550-331-511, or tweet us at MX24GH with the hashtag The AM Club and answer the question, are you looking for the right partner? We are also going to open the phone lines, so do make sure that you call the number that you see on your TV screens and share your experience with us. That's all we want to know. But joining us on this conversation, we have via Zoom Richard Akita, who is a marriage counselor and an author. Mr. Richard, welcome back to the AM Club.
Good morning.
Good morning.
Good morning.
It's great to see you.
Thank you. Good to see you too. Absolutely. Hey, great minds. Ooh. Okay, so today we are going to be talking about finding the right partner or the right person in your life to have either a romantic life journey with them. So my question to you is there such a thing as the right person, or as human beings we are literally asking for too much?
That's a good one.
Godwin, my first question to you is, what is the right partner to you? Because there is nothing like the right partner. And for all of us, we need to work on ourselves to put ourselves in a place where we add value to ourselves, have our identity, and establish our purpose. And once we're able to do that, it actually makes it a lot easier for somebody to come and compliment us. You know, they say to us that, oh, you're looking for your better half, or somebody's coming to complete you. That is a myth. It's never there. Whoever comes into your life must come and complement who you are, because you go into that relationship whole, and you must remain whole. You're just two wholes that makes one, in terms of when you look at scripture. So to answer your question simply, no, there's no right person out there.
And Mr. Akita, what do you agree with people who say that you can create your own Mr. or Mrs. Right out of your partner, whoever you get, you can create it. I don't know how that works, especially when whoever comes to your life come with your own, you know,
package.
You get what I'm saying? Package. They have their own interests. How do you make the right partner out of such a person?
Okay. Well, to answer that question, there's something I talk about, the trilogy of man, and this is applicable to women. So first, a man or a woman must first identify themselves as a woman. They must develop themselves as a woman first. And in that, they need to understand their value and their worth. Now, from there, they now need to understand that the next stage, should they choose to go down that road, is they become a husband or a wife. And then finally, they become a father or a mother. So there are three key stages in our life that we need to work on. Now, the beauty is this. If I don't know who I am, then sadly, my wife cannot help me to discover who I am. So the myth that when you have somebody, you can then mold them into what you want. If you're going to mold them to what you wanted, then it takes the fun out of the relationship, because there was something quirky about them. There was something exciting about them that attracted you to them in the first place. Now that you're with them, you're not trying to change them into this perfect image. It's like almost like doing, pardon me, plastic surgery. You're looking at the person, you want to take that out, take that out. No, you're supposed to complement that person and allow that person to enhance who they are. And it's only then that you can, I would say, you assist the person to change. And when somebody changes internally, externally you get to enjoy it.
Okay, so my question to you is, what exactly do you look out for when you are looking for a life partner? Because I remember having a conversation with a friend of mine, and he was saying that, okay, I want to get married because I want my wife to wash my clothes for me. Okay, so I looked at him, and I was like, I would definitely be the wrong person for you, because from where I'm from, geographically, we do not wash clothes with our hands. We wash clothes with a washing machine. So if you're looking for somebody who knows how to wash clothes with their hands, or who is good at that, and that is what you put your value into in terms of finding a life partner, then a girl like me, or somebody who lives in or who has lived in a diaspora, will be the wrong person for you, because you have put value in something that you're looking for, you know, in terms of finding a life partner. So what are the choices that you need to look out for? What are the things that you need to look out for when you're finding a life partner, so you don't make the wrong mistake?
Right. I've got a few statements here. I've got like 12 points. So let me run through them, and then you can pick whichever one you want me to expand on.
Okay.
So the first thing is, before you start looking, I'm encouraging everybody to focus on your personal development.
Right. Right.
In focusing on your personal development, you're going to find out your worth and your value. And your worth and your value is tied into knowing your identity, your purpose, and your vision. That's number one. Number two, develop your social skills. Many people these days end up sitting behind playing game. They are gaming and they're not going out there talking to people. Develop that social skills. It's rather sad that sometimes anyway, let me continue. Before I start moaning. Number three, use technology as your slave, because technology is a very terrible master. Number four, let your vision be bigger than your ego. Number five, don't follow the money. I'm going to repeat that one. Don't follow the money.
Hey, the money.
Edma is saying, you should understand.
We shouldn't follow the. Okay, we understand. I'm not saying anything. We understand.
Number five. Number six, nurture the glow and keep stoking the fire of inquisitiveness. Nurture the glow and keep stoking the fire of inquisitiveness. Set high moral standards and never sell out. Number eight, make your spiritual growth your priority. Number nine, have relationship goals and preferences. Number 10, get rid of false expectations and fantasies. Number 11, find a married mentor or a relationship coach. And then finally, whatever happens, make sure you go through pre and post marital counseling.
Wow.
That's my 12 points there.
That's a lot. And I think we will take these pointers and share it on our social media handles for our viewers who are very interested, or who may be very interested in knowing about this. But let me pick one point. You said something about false expectations, not having, is it high or false expectations?
I said, get rid of false expectations and fantasies.
And fantasies, yeah.
What would you say are some of those expectations? Because I've spoken with people. Usually, when you talk to friends who have broken up, when there's a breakup, you realize that some of them break up because, oh, he cheated on me, he did this, he did that, he did that. And I say sometimes to them that, could it be that maybe you had too many expectations, or you had some form of expectations, so you felt disappointed when the person did otherwise or contrary to your expectations? So what would you say some of these false expectations are, having counseled some people in your life?
Yeah. Okay. The false expectations are when, obviously we would start describing the type of person we want to date. So if it's a girl, she might say, well, I want somebody who's 6 foot something, he must be this, he must be that. So you have your whole checklist. Now, the beauty is this: the package doesn't always come in what you are expecting.
Right.
He could be a short man, but he could have so much love for you that the love he has for you will make him a giant in your life. So sometimes we tend to put those expectations, and then we tend to block ourselves from the opportunity of developing a relationship with somebody who doesn't match our specification. Number two, you see your parents and we think, whoa, my parents had a fantastic marriage, so I'm going to have a fantastic marriage. It's a fantasy. Your parents worked on their marriage. And if you remember what I said earlier, being a man, being a husband, and then being a father, when you know these three roles and you are functioning in these three roles, as a man, you identify your needs. You know the things you want. So if you, I mean, Godwin, you're looking for a partner at the moment. So the lady must be sexually attractive to you. That shouldn't be a fantasy. Right. If she is not, when you start dating her, you're going to find that you see somebody else. If you're looking for cocastic or fantastic, you see somebody else who matches those descriptions. And then you'll be tempted to look outside where you're coming from. But if you're looking for a fair lady, get the fair lady. Right. If you're looking for somebody who has a vivacious, or should I say, the curvature, if that's what you want, go for it. Don't go for what your heart. I mean,
this is interesting that you're saying. This is not something we hear a lot. We're advised, we're told that no, some of these things are just, they're fleeting. Especially when you talk to married people, they tell you that after the first 2 years, all those things pass. You don't really get to, because you're sleeping on the same bed with this person every day. So those things are not what you should really look out for when you're looking out for. Look for the inner quality, look for the beauty and all those things.
That's also like my question, because like we hear a lot of look into the inner beauty of a person, do not look into the appearance of a person. But then isn't the appearance what is going to attract you in the first place?
Every day.
I mean, because like if I mean, we have like a lot of conversations when it comes to marriage, and how maybe, let's say for example, a woman would give birth and add on a bit of weight, and then the husband will not be attracted to the woman anymore because she isn't who he initially fell in love with in terms of physique. But then you also advise that, okay, fall in love with the person that is within and not the outer look of the person. But then doesn't those two contradict each other in a sense that, yes, if I see you and I fall in love with you as a person and your character, but then you're not necessarily what I go for in terms of physique wise, does that mean that I'll cheat eventually further down the relationship?
I hope not.
No, it's an example. Me, I do not cheat. It's an example.
Oh, I know. But you see, the point is, for many of us, the variety of women and men out there will always challenge what you choose. So this is where self-control comes to play. Now, let me go back to the question as to when a woman gives birth. The first thing, any man out there, if we are being selfless, we need to understand this. The woman gives up her beautiful body to give both of you children. And yes, she will put on some weight. Some ladies are able to get back to where they are. Now, if you are not happy with the way your wife is after giving birth, work with her, train with her, do all those things with her. Let her understand it. Sadly, some men do not talk. So they harbor the dislike, and eventually they then go out there and try and look for a solution. However, the cure to a lot of these things is intimacy. Irrespective of what your wife's body becomes, the more intimate you are with your wife, a study by Edinburgh University says that if you are having sex with your wife at least twice in a week, it increases your health. There are so many benefits, but the one key thing is the way you see her, she remains continually beautiful to you. And that's only twice a week. Now, the amazing thing is that God created sex so that when you're having sex with your wife, it's amazing how all of a sudden all the right neurotransmitters are released into your bodies. Oxytocin, serotonin, dopamine, all these are the good it makes you feel good. Now, if somebody makes you feel good, trust me, you will not look outside.
But before you go, we are trying to wrap up the conversation, but this is very important to me. I want to ask you this. I stood with a couple of friends. I was with a couple of friends. So I say friends or old school mates. We attended a friend's wedding, and we were about 5. We were having a conversation, and 4 of them were married. I think I was the only unmarried one among them.
TikTok.
Okay.
TikTok.
It's like guitar. And they were all talking about their side chicks and their girlfriends, you know, we're laughing about it, all right. But then I asked them, but aren't you guys all married? Why, you know, and it's old age now, and I catch you know, when you get there, you see. It confused me a bit. And so what I want to ask you is that when it comes to finding a life partner, can you ever get it right?
Yes, you can. Yeah. And it's going to take both of you to work at it. You see, if as the man, if you tell your wife your preference and your wife tells you her preference, then both of you work at it. So having date nights, making sure that you're having what we call the maintenance sex, making sure that you create moments that you remember. But above all, you've got to spend time together. Now, you see, sadly, for those who go out looking for a side chick, there is a problem. It could be because maybe they feel the wife is not respecting them. However, they are not doing what they're supposed to be doing as a husband. Now, the time they spend with the side chick, the investment they put into the side chick, in fact, if they turn that into their marriage will survive.
Okay, so we have a few WhatsApp comments coming in. This person said, hey MX24, you guys are superb. I actually love watching your program each day. Keep it up, from TK Boy from Tamale. Thank you very much, TK Boy. This person said, MX24, I always love listening to your show. Today's outfit is the best anyways. Love you guys in your jerseys, but you guys match for each other. So I'm suggesting your link up. Okay, so this person message saying, I am searching for the one. Keep searching, I'm sure you find eventually. And this person said, hello, good morning. I love the AM Club. We love you back. Hello, my name is Chamberlain from Kaswa. I think you guys are perfect match. If you like, ask the audience. Hey, is it me and Godwin? Wow.
It doesn't always work that way.
Exactly. Thank you. So this person said, I agree with Counselor. There is nothing like the right person. What one needs to look out for in a person is character first, and not necessarily the facial expressions or beauty alone. And above all, both parties must be God-fearing to enjoy the relationship and union. From Charles Apana in Bolgatanga. Zuarungu, precisely. I hope I pronounced that right. Okay, so now let's go for this. I am Samuel from Aketsi Volta region. This is my contribution. There is nothing like the right person. Every partner is a partner. Looking for a complete and right partner would make you grow old without getting any, because no one is perfect. Thank you. I definitely agree with you. One more. Good morning. Coming from Awalsak, addict from Bauku. Looking for the right partner was my way back though. But for now, I'm never looking for a right partner. Any woman is capable of loving me, but also average beauty. Also, I don't know what is Galipinjant. Okay, that means having a nice. He actually put the definition there: having a nice curve or having a nice buttocks. I can go for. I don't care about the inner beauty. So he does not care about the inner beauty. He cares about the outer beauty, which is being a curvy woman. But these are the comments coming in. But I'm thinking, if that's the case, then please. If you see any woman who has a curvyish body, then you'd always go for them.
Anyways, Dr. Mr. Richard Akita, thank you so much. This is all time will allow us to do. I propose we continue this conversation next week, Friday. I really propose. There are so many questions we have here we want to ask you. So my producer, I'm sure, will call you back so we have a conversation next week, Friday. Thank you so much for your time.
Thank you. Have a fantastic weekend.
You too.
You too.
Richard. And thank you to you out there as well. You're watching the AM Club, coming to you live from our Silicon Square studio here in East Legon. Remember the hashtags, the AM Club. Today is Friday, Foodie Friday. At MX24GH on social media. We're ready to give away some prizes. If you want to win them, we're standing by. All you have to do is to call when you watch the buzzer or you see the buzzer on your TV screens. Malcolm Nuna featuring Kwame Eugene's Money Man remix. That is the buzzer. When you see it, there we go.
plenty.
We have a caller. We have Gladys from Kumasi, Kumerica in the building. Hello, Gladys. How are you?
I'm fine.
Fantastic. Are you ready to win some nice gadget courtesy our sponsor, Compigana?
Exactly.
All right, all right. I love the energy. Okay, so first question, you have to answer 3 questions correctly to win any of these fantastic prizes. Okay, so first question is, what topic did we just discuss for Lifestyle Daily?
Choosing the right partner.
Choosing the right partner, it is. Good one. 2 more to go. Now, which teams are playing tomorrow in the English Premier League? We talked about it earlier.
Chelsea and Manchester United.
Hey.
Chelsea and who?
Manchester.
Manchester.
Which one? No, which one of the
Manchesters? Come on.
Manchester.
There you go.
Done. Fantastic. Okay, so one last question.
What teams do we support? I think is that easy?
It's quite easy.
It's so obvious, but
yeah.
I don't know if you get it.
Okay, so what team do you support? And make sure that you answer very correctly, because that would depend on if I am giving you this amazing prize. Okay, so what team do you support?
Pardon?
What team do you support? What football team do you support?
Liverpool.
You are a Liverpool fan?
Yes.
Okay, so since we can't give you that as a question,
I am even.
You see, Liverpool. Anyways, so the sports presenter, our sports presenter Selvin Saki, who brought us some sports update. What team does he support?
He was wearing the jersey today.
He was wearing a jersey. If you look carefully, he was wearing a red jersey. What team does he support? I want to give you this prize.
Liverpool.
Oh my goodness! I mean, I know we love Liverpool, but oh my goodness, Gladys, I wanted you to get this so well, so much. All right, Gladys, he supports Manchester United. I'm so sorry. That was so easy, but you have to call back.
Yes,
you have to call back on Monday to win the prize, okay?
Yeah.
Congratulations. Well done. At least you tried.
You tried,
anyway,
exactly. You tried. Okay, so that was September Rush right there. Remember, you can take a part in winning amazing, fantastic prizes from Compigana, from the AM Club to you. Okay, so when you see the buzzer, which will show on your screen, Malcolm Nuna featuring Kwame Eugene's Money Man remix, do make sure that you call the number that shows on your TV screen. But it's Friday today, meaning that you have to do that on a Monday. Okay, so it's now time for today's hashtag Foodie Friday. We talk food every single Friday, and I am so excited because what did we do? Yes, so I learned, well, I already knew, but I learned how to make an egg wrap, not egg roll, egg wrap. Egg wrap. I learned how to make an egg wrap, and it was actually quite easy. It was easier than I expected. So let's take a look, shall we? Welcome to the AM Club Live on MX24, and today is a Friday, meaning that it is Foodie Friday. You got that right. And we are here with Jane, who is the CEO of Pascal's Clean Eat, and we're going to learn how to make egg rolls today. So if you're interested, I'm sure you are, do stay tuned and learn. Okay, welcome to the AM Club, Jane.
Thank you.
You're welcome. So today we are about to learn how to make egg rolls. Okay, is there a specific recipe or ingredient that we need to make, or this is your own recipe?
Yes, it's my own recipe.
Okay.
It's a simple recipe you can have for breakfast, for lunch, for dinner, and then you get to add some vegetables as well.
So it's pretty clean.
Yes.
As soon as you hear vegetables, you know that, okay, I'm eating healthy. Okay, so now go through the ingredients that we're going to use today.
Yes, so the main ingredients, there are 2 main ingredients, which is a tortilla wrap.
Okay.
And then eggs.
Oh, okay.
Yes, so those are the main ingredients. And then we're going to add our cabbage, some chopped onions, tuna flakes, and some cheese.
Okay. All right, no problem. So now Pascal's Clean Eat, so meaning that it's clean, it's healthy.
Yes.
Why go towards the healthy line, really?
Okay, so you know, health is wealth.
Absolutely.
And in order for all of us to live long, our health also has to be on point. So what we feed our body basically is important. So I chose that path because I want to help people to make healthy food choices in order to benefit their wellness. Yeah, to live long.
Okay, that's great. Okay, so now can we start? So what do we start with when we want to make an egg roll? I'll just pretend I don't know how to make an egg roll. Okay. Yes.
Yeah.
All right.
Yeah, so 1 egg, and then we add some salt.
Okay.
And then some garlic powder.
Okay.
So we add some garlic powder.
Yeah.
And then some black pepper.
Okay.
Yeah, for some flavor. And then we would whisk it. Yeah, and then
So that's the egg done.
Yeah.
Okay.
So get our pan. Our pan is already preheated.
Yes, and by the way, we washed our hands and sanitized our hands before doing this. So this is the clean way to do it and the right way to do it, you know, observing COVID-19 protocols. So okay, so we're going to pour the egg into the pan, which is already hot. Okay, it's fine. All right. So how long does it usually take for you to do this on a normal day? I mean, we have to rush a bit because obviously we are videoing this, but then on a normal day...
About 6 minutes.
6 minutes, okay, that's fine then. Because I'm a lazy person in the morning, and if I'm going to have this in the morning, meaning that I'm going to have to do this for 6 minutes, I think it's okay. If you're like me, who cannot be bothered to eat breakfast but like to eat breakfast, this is perfect for you. So stay tuned and make sure that you send your thoughts and comments with the hashtag DAM Club on all our social media platforms at MX24GH. Okay, so now the egg is preparing, and then what do we do?
Yeah, so we wait for the egg to form a little bit, and then we're going to add some cheese.
Okay.
And then put the wrap on top, and then top it with tuna, chopped onions, cabbage, and then we would wrap it up.
Okay.
And we are good to go.
So whilst we're waiting for the egg to cook, the name of your company is Pascal's Clean Eat.
Yes.
But your name is Jane. Yes. So where did you get the Pascal from?
Yes, so when I was young, very little, growing up, I think there was a cooking show on TV. It was a cooking competition, and then there was this chef called Chef Pascal, and I think he actually won one of the segments. Yeah, so anytime I would cook, I'll tell my siblings it's Pascal who made it, Chef Pascal.
Ah, okay, so that's where you got the name
from. So when I decided to start this, I chose that name because that's what my siblings and everybody know me as when I'm in the kitchen.
Yeah. Okay, great. So now the egg is cooking, as we can see.
Friday, guys, we are here at La Boule Accra, right here with the AM Club, bringing you exclusive content. You do not want to miss it. The AM Club is every Monday to Friday from 10 a.m. from 8 a.m. to 10 a.m. You want me to do that again? He is seeing things in his mind.
To make it easier, they are going to put their right halves there. So they will know the 8 to 10.
Okay.
Don't stress yourself.
Remembering those ones.
More important, like
La Boule Accra.
The hashtags, you know.
So he wants his hashtags. Hashtag Foodie Friday.
Angelina, you be cool in my temperature. If you call,
say cheese, take a picture. Shaka pose, make a see, take a picture.
in a leg book, boa.
Why the party there today? Hey mama, hey I ever say. Shake your body.
Silva. Magical.
Jack, information will reassure.
Go and dance at Dwarf.
Say, you create an agent about one teachers now. Made them a qua, made them a cassette. Say, you create.
President. Hi. Why?
My name is Kuju Sheldon, and the head is big for a reason.
Do you know the top 10 music trends? Have you seen the new music videos everyone is talking about? Do you know how your favorite artist makes their music? I'm moving, but they be bluffing and puffing and they be screaming and yapping, some even feeling and bragging. First thing is, I'm patient. That talented upcoming artist in your area needs the spotlight. Let them be our unsung star. Do you have any questions about music? I am Jason Alay, and I'm a music plug on MX Chart right here on MX24.
The Bible said that we are not of those who shrink back, but of those who believe to the salvation of the soul. You know, sometimes God wants to do things in circumstances and situations that when people see, they will acknowledge that this is not the effort of man, but this must be the finger of God. So to him, life meant Christ. Life meant living for Christ. Life meant serving Christ. Christ in you, the hope of glory.
ICGC Evangel Temple presents The Kingdom Culture with Reverend Eric Ampofo on MX24. This and every Sunday at 3 p.m. Don't miss out.
Across Africa, nations are beginning to trade among themselves like never before, creating the largest continental market the world has ever seen. On the Single African Market program, we will show you how products, services, capital and people will be crossing barriers as the continent and its citizens embrace a single market in a sustainable manner for growth and development to meet targeted UN development goals.
Congratulations, Your Excellency.
Get the latest update on all opportunities from the Continent's Trade House. Know the success stories and how challenges are being addressed. Africa is ready to trade among itself and the world, so are the people. The Single African Market is the voice of businesses that trumpets the vision of Africa everywhere, in association with the Government of Ghana, International Chamber of Commerce, Business for Peace Foundation, GIZ, UNECA, and UNDP.
The Single African Market, this Monday at 8 p.m. on MX24.
Opinions are like onions. Everybody has one.
Abortion is a no-no. As a human being, you must take responsibility for all your actions and inactions. Your misjudgment shouldn't be enough grounds to take a life.
No. I disagree with you because look, if you do not legalize it, people will go to quack doctors anyway who might end up not just kill the baby, but the mother as well.
Why should I waste my time, join a long queue under the hot sun to vote for a political party, knowing very well that nothing would be achieved at the end of the day?
Something will be achieved. It's your civic responsibility to turn out to vote. Vote and vote for a good leader.
Governments need to cater to every graduate, diversify the economy, invest in other sectors.
But the government cannot do it all. That is why we need the youth to take up the mantle and set up their own businesses. That is how we will create economic viability.
Here on Opposing Views, we take your views, my views, and the views of the experts and put them in the right context for you, our discerning viewers.
Wagwan, my people, welcome to X-Cave. A boy's body count and a girl's body count matter differently.
Wow, ladies. Probably an experience, something that happened.
Is it a deal breaker in a relationship?
No.
The X-Cave, and this show focuses on topics that are hot on the lips of our young people and presents it in an open, honest conversation.
Oh, look at him, he's crying, he's such a girl.
In other words, there are no liars on our show.
The man is the head of the home. The man is, quote unquote, the breadwinner.
We come here with the truth.
We talk of something being toxic. It's something which is harmful or unpleasant.
Stay glued to the television for the hottest show on TV.
Hey, Abrantia, Aketesia, Ibi Family, Chale, MX24. My baby, must say, baby, about them people that do Mama and bad.
Hey guys, this is your girl, Miss Sasha.
This is the best MC, best hype man in Ghana 2020. I beg you, success, the highest MC. Keep watching MX24.
It is fun, it is fearless, it is factual.
Meson, ni besibia, meson.
Okay, welcome back, ladies and gentlemen. This is still the AM Club live on MX24. So, unfortunately, we had a little technical issue with our Foodie Friday, but don't worry, you can head to our YouTube page at MX24 to watch the full video. But just to give you a quick insight as to what happened during that day, we made an egg wrap. So the ingredients that you need for an egg wrap is onions, obviously egg, you need a wrap, you need onions, tuna, garlic, salt. I think that was about it. You can add more things to it as you please, but then you need cheese as well. So we made that. I think it takes like 5 to 6 minutes to make it, and then that's it, you're done. So do make sure that you head to our YouTube page at MX24 to watch the full video once it has been uploaded. Okay, so now it's time for the plug. And Godwin is going to give us a rundown as to what we're going to be talking about today.
Of course I will, but I'm thinking of that egg wrap.
Are you hungry? It's a perfect breakfast. You can have it for breakfast, lunch, and dinner.
I'm starving. Okay, we'll talk about it.
We'll talk about it.
Indeed, it's time for the plug. You're watching the AM Club coming to you from our Silicon Square studio here in East Legon. Remember the hashtags Foodie Friday and the AM Club. Now we're thank you for staying tuned. First of all, it is a Friday, and like I said, it's about time we have Foodie Fridays, and we are discussing World Pharmacy Day. If you think about it, it is almost every day, especially if you think about it, almost every day is a special day somewhere, and today is World Pharmacy Day. Pharmacists are those in charge of the medication you take from the making to the selling, or it is said that they are those who make the drugs you buy at the counter. They are often underappreciated, so we decided that today we are going to shed some light on World Pharmacy Day. It's World Pharmacy Day 2021, and remember, if you have any questions, do send it to us on our social media handles at MX24GH or on our WhatsApp number 0550331511, 0550331511. Joining us for this discussion, we have Dr. Christabel Aqua, Zonal Coordinator, Young Pharmacist Group, and Silas. Is it Silas or Silas? Silas. Yeah. Somebody say Silas, eh? Silas Darko is a pharmacist. Lady and gentlemen, good morning and welcome to the AM Club.
Good morning.
So, World Pharmacy Day is tomorrow, isn't it? Yes. It's not something I hear about a lot. I don't know if I've ever celebrated or heard about World Pharmacy Day. So, first of all, who is a pharmacist? Because we believe growing up, Minchubo Pharmacy, or we used to call it drugstore. Yeah, drugstore, no, in Abahani, you know. So growing up, we came to understand that the people who sell drugs at the counter are called pharmacists. But perhaps there's a better definition or a bigger meaning to who a pharmacist is?
So a pharmacist is much more than going to the person selling the medication to you. So a pharmacist is someone who has been trained and has knowledge in everything concerning medications. So from the making of the medications, raw materials, everything, to how the final product would act in your system, the pharmacist knows how everything is going to work. So apart from just the medications, we the pharmacists, we do counseling about conditions, disease conditions, anything medication and health, we're there. And most of the times we are the first point of call. I'm sure it's for everyone. Immediately you have a headache, nobody or most people won't run to the hospital first. Let's get to the pharmacy, talk to the pharmacist, and then get something before you're referred to a hospital. So we don't just sell medications, we're more than that. We are in charge of everything from the making of the medication, how it would act, how the final product would act in your system. All of this just to make sure that the patient is fine.
Very well. So is a pharmacist a doctor?
Okay.
No, a doctor, a medical doctor is different from a pharmacist.
Okay.
But in pharmacy, we have the doctor of pharmacy. Okay. So we can have a doctor who is a pharmacist, not necessarily a medical doctor, but
so a
this
doctor
like a
per paper, intellectually a doctor, but like not a doctor, medical doctor. Okay.
So
the way you have PhD holders.
Yes.
Right.
So with mine, that's how it is.
Okay.
So I'm not a medical doctor.
Doctor.
I'm a doctor of pharmacy.
Of pharmacy, okay.
So, and I like how you explain it. So the work of a pharmacist or the pharmaceutical industry is not it's not the end product we see down the road. Like if I go over there, let's talk about there are manufacturers, pharmaceutical companies who manufacture drugs. So tell us from where does it start, like the whole chain of pharmacy.
So we have even some of the local manufacturers here. Ernest Chemist, Tobinco, even some of the smaller pharmacies manufacture on a smaller scale these extemporaneous preparations, such as the mist experts said and other things like that. So it starts from the raw materials, which are obtained. Even that, it's pharmacists who are in charge of that, because you need to know the chemicals you are going to mix to make sure that it's safe in the patient. So in school, we are taught that, how to handle all these chemicals, we mix medications and all that. Then a pharmacist also in charge of the manufacturing company would be in charge of making the medication. We're also in charge of distribution. We do everything. Yes, so it starts from obtaining the raw materials to the production and then wholesaling distribution before you walk into the pharmacy to get it at a retail, based on the pharmacist's advice.
Okay, would you say that every single pharmacist goes through the whole procedure, or some of them belong to a particular sector within the pharmaceutical chain? Because I know that, for example, using the oil and gas sector, we have the upstream, midstream and downstream, and some people just work in the downstream, some people just work in the upstream, and some people do the three, but it's very rarely that they do the three. So is there like a particular chain that one must find themselves in, or you can do all of it from the very get-go, like you mentioned?
Yes, there are different fields in the pharmacy. The pharmacy is the broader aspect. When it comes to the pharmacy, we even have the people who are into research and education, like the academia.
Right.
So, that's where it all starts from. That's where we go and then we are trained. So from there, we also have people that are into the community pharmacy. So those are the people that we see in the community, the pharmacists around. They are the pharmacists that we see them there. And we also have those who are working in the hospital. So we have the hospital sector, the hospital pharmacy, and also we have those who are in the industry. as we talked about. Those who are in charge with the drug design, drug development. And also we have those who are the regulatory aspects. You know, pharmacy is a profession. It's not just like anything, like selling provisions or anything. This is regulated. So when it comes to the regulation, we have the regulations of the professionals, which is done by the Pharmacy Council. And also have the regulation of the product and even the facilities. And that is done by the Food and Drugs Authority.
Nice. So how different is, or what's the difference between like you said, you mentioned NS chemists, you describe them as low something. They don't do it on a larger scale.
No,
so
there are other companies
who do it on a larger scale. What's the difference between, let's say, a pharmacy and the herbal shops we see, the local stuff, the I need examples. I was trying to get examples. So is it this? Say again.
Like the herbal,
like the Rockman and all those.
Tabia herbal.
Beautiful. Can you classify their products also as pharmaceutical products?
So from where I was trained, we have a course called herbal medicine.
Right.
So you come to the university and the course is herbal medicine. So there are people who are trained in that aspect. We pharmacists have a course that I think we take for a year or some years, and that's in pharmacognosy. So that's medications or herbal medications or natural medications. So we are trained in that, but when it comes to making of herbal medications and all that, it's mostly done by the people who took the course or the full university course in herbal medicine. So there are some herbal medicine practitioners there who do
to throw more light on that, when it comes to any product that is in for treatment, for diagnosis, basically for treatment, let me put it that way, it's a medicinal product.
Okay.
So when it comes to the herbal medicine, there are also drugs,
right?
And pharmacists are in charge of that,
right? Right.
But the difference between the herbal product and then what we call the allopathic product, or let me say the foreign drugs, is that the herbal products are not synthesized, or let me say they are not manufactured the way the allopathic ones are made, because let's take the herbal product. They go in for the bark of a tree, and you see, and then maybe they'll boil it and do whatever they want to do with it. With that one, there are a lot of active chemicals inside the bark of the tree. You see, there are a lot of them. That's why sometimes they can purport that, oh, this medicine can cure this, can cure this, can cure this, a lot of them, because there are different chemicals available in there. But when it comes to the allopathic drug, okay, when we did a drug clinical study, we realized that this particular active ingredient is the one responsible for curing the diabetes. So we take that particular, and what do? We synthesize it, because we cannot cut all the trees down.
Yes.
So we do it chemical synthesis.
Beautiful.
Okay, so there's a quick question coming in on our WhatsApp page. So this person says, so please, I need some answers. How do you know who is a well-trained pharmacist but is how do you know the difference between someone who is not a pharmacist and someone who is a well-trained pharmacist who works at a drugstore?
Okay. Inside the drugstore, it's not only the pharmacists that work over there.
Okay.
We have the medicine counter assistant, or what we call the MCA. And also sometimes we also have the pharmacy technician over there, and we have the pharmacist.
Okay.
So when you walk into a pharmacy, you can insist that you want to talk to the pharmacist. The pharmacist should be there.
Okay.
Right.
Sometimes you see them over the counter. It depends on the setting of the pharmacy. Some pharmacies, sometimes the pharmacist is at the prescription side, like they have a section for prescription only medicines, and sometimes you see the pharmacist and or maybe a counseling room or something like that. So when you go there, sometimes you might meet the pharmacist, sometimes you might also meet the MCA. So when you go there and you have a peculiar issue, then you can insist that you want to talk to the pharmacist.
Okay.
Right, if you just tune in, you're watching the AM Club. We're having a conversation ahead of World Pharmacy Day tomorrow, which is slated for 25th of September every year. We're having an interesting and insightful, educative conversation with Silas Darko, who is a pharmacist, as well as Dr. Christabel Aqua. She is the zonal coordinator for the Young Pharmacy Group. Wonderful. Send in your questions to us to answer them. I'm enjoying myself so much. On 055 033 1511, 055 033 1511, or on our social media handles at MX24GH with the hashtag Free Friday, the AM Club. Back to you guys. Tomorrow is World Pharmacy Day. Tell us a bit about what World Pharmacy Day is.
Okay, so it's a celebration for pharmacists, and I mean, you mentioned that you've not heard it before, so I'm very glad that you're hearing it now, and you would be hearing it more often.
The only reason why I've
now.
heard it before is because I have Dr. David Amwafo. He's a pharmacist,
Oh.
so
I know him.
yeah, so that's the reason why I've heard of it. And then I know that he sometimes travels to Dubai for the conference and all of that. That's the reason why I know about it. Yeah.
So yes, it's a celebration for pharmacists, and then during this day we don't celebrate or maybe have a party for ourselves. No, mostly what we do is to give out, to reach out to the community, to reach out to everyone around us. So based on the sector you find yourself in, then your celebration will differ. So for me, I'm at Kolebu, so I'm in the hospital. Yes. So we are celebrating and we're having an outreach, mass deworming session for the people in Kolegono. And then we're also going to be giving out sanitizers. We're going to be giving out nose masks. So, and we're even doing, for today, we are doing, we are intensifying counseling. Counseling is something we do for every patient that comes there. But for today, because it's our day, we are going to give out more.
And where is this happening?
So this is happening at the hospital.
Okay.
So as I'm here speaking about it, but then they've started. So I'll join them after.
At Kolebu
Yes.
Teaching Hospital. Okay,
So
fantastic.
based on where you find yourself, then your celebration will differ. So like for the young pharmacist group, we are doing a more something more into education.
Okay.
So we're telling people, that's how we even ended up here. So we're telling people about the pharmacist. We're telling people like we are there for you. You have the right to ask for a pharmacist when you enter into a community pharmacy. Demand for your pharmacist. That's why we are there. So we have taken the education aspect. As other people are giving out, we're also telling you that there are people who are reaching out to you, so you should come.
The community,
We are there for you. So that's what
Fantastic.
YPG is doing right now, from today to the weekend.
Yeah. I like the fact that you mentioned that, when you go to a pharmacy, do ask for your pharmacist then. But then do you think that there's a distinction between a medical doctor and a pharmacist? Or are they underappreciated in a sense that, to be honest, because if I ever get ill, it's true that you can go to your pharmacist, but then going to a pharmacy or going to a pharmacist never really comes in mind. Like I said, I have a pharmacist friend, so I usually message him, what drugs should I take and everything. But then, for people who don't, go or have a friend who is a pharmacist, they usually think, let me go to the hospital, let me speak to a doctor. And they tend to not really take the advice of a pharmacist, even though they know the drugs that would help with their situation. They rather hear it from a medical doctor than a pharmacist. Is there a reason there's this misconception about a medical doctor and a pharmacist?
Okay, I don't know from your side, but I think most people do appreciate the service of a pharmacist.
Okay.
If I have a headache or let's say, if there's an headache, the first point of call is the pharmacist. That's what I know.
I'm going to buy
because you're going to buy paracetamol. Okay, yeah.
Unless in difficult situations, and then the person will okay, then I have to go to the hospital. Because maybe the person doesn't want to go and follow long queues and all those things. So the first point of call normally is to go to the pharmacy. But what happens is that when they get to the pharmacist, it is assumed that everybody in there is a pharmacist. So sometimes they meet the MCA or they meet the PT, the pharmacy technician, and then they are giving some drugs and maybe it doesn't work.
Because I've gone to a pharmacy before where the person that was giving me the drug, I was like, I'm not really sure.
That's why I mentioned that, it's your right to do.
Exactly, and I never even knew this. So thank you for that education. It's your right to demand for a pharmacist when you want to buy drugs.
So you're saying I entered the pharmacy, I don't know who this person is, I'm like, I need a pharmacist here.
Yes. So good evening. Hello. Please, can I speak to the pharmacist? That's why I'm there. That's why it's called a pharmacy in the first place.
Exactly.
But you're assuming that, of course, like when you enter, you can't say that. You can't say if you enter a TV station, everybody here is a cameraman. Of course. But you see this person standing there wearing your lab what do you call it, the overall, the white overall, standing there, and you're now, I want to speak to the farmers. What do you think this person is? It almost comes across as if, you know,
you mentioned cameramen and everything. So in every institution, you work as a team. So before you even start working in the facility, you're oriented as to how everyone or everyone's role. So if someone is to walk into the pharmacy and you are not a pharmacist, and the person demands to see the pharmacist, it's teamwork. So you know that, oh, okay, so the person wants to see the pharmacist. Let me just call him or her. Or I'm the pharmacist, I'll just respond to you. So it's teamwork. It's not going to, you don't have to feel bad for. Yes, it's all right, actually. So
okay, so there's a question coming in saying that I would love my child to become a pharmacist. Please, how long does it take to study pharmacy?
The person will definitely have to go to the SHS, and SHS you study general science. So from there you go to the university, and the university is 6 years. That's
a whole grown child. 6 years. That's 6 years. It's not easy.
And after the 6 years too, you do a 1-year internship, and then you write your exams.
You do the internship and then you write the exams.
You write the exams.
Well, no, for us, after the 6 years, so I did the 6 years. So after the 6 years, I wrote my licensure exam immediately after. Then housemanship will follow before you are now like a permanent.
So okay,
so in total, so like 7.
So overall, if you want to add 7 years,
7.5 years.
I'm not so old, am I? It's fine.
But then that's the thing. I think you need to know that you want to be a pharmacist at an early age,
so that you can start working towards it.
So you can start at a very early age and then just like study and then build yourself and then further your education and all of that. But then.
Is it the same? Is it the same period as a medical doctor? Oh, it's about the same.
Yeah.
Oh wow.
So obviously you mentioned acquiring your license. So every pharmacist has a license.
Yes.
Okay. All right. So it's like an accountant. You cannot operate without having your license.
Yes.
Fantastic.
And it's renewable every
year.
So do you have to do an exam?
No, you just have to be in good standing. So we take continuous development CPD courses.
Yes. Yeah.
And then
the medical field is really regulated, and it's really nice. So this year's so this year's World Pharmacist Day, what's the theme? What was it?
So it's pharmacy always trusted for your health.
Oh, pharmacy always trusted for your health.
Yes.
Oh, and then one notion. So I'm home. I have a headache. I'm not feeling well. What do I do? First point of call. Do I walk into a pharmacy or do I go to the hospital?
Just there's one thing to that. Because of your question, we refer. So we are there. We know what we are supposed to do. Even in the laws, before you write a licensure exam, you study the laws. It's in the laws that pharmacists are permitted to just manage ailments of common occurrences.
Okay.
And yes, at the pharmacy.
Running stomach and the rest.
So I won't do more or try to overstep my boundary by maybe doing surgeries and things. I won't do that. So if it's a headache, you walk in, I do what I can for you, I ask you questions, we speak. Is that all that's worrying? Okay, no. So it's been there for years or it's been there for some time and I can't sleep. Okay, so take this, it will numb the pain, and then this is a referral to the hospital.
Right.
So it's the first point of call, sort of your first aid.
Okay. And for people like us who don't have pharmacist friends like Edma, if we want to, there you go. So, you know, how do we reach you guys if I have a question on, you know, some simple ailments that I want some answers on? Is that
so,
what we can reach you?
as you said, you can go to the pharmacy and ask, or let's say demand for the pharmacist, and then you can ask your questions, or you can visit the FDA website too.
FDA website.
Yeah, you can speak to them.
Oh, right.
Oh, okay. So one last question before we wrap up the conversation. So in terms of prescribing drugs to people, is there like a particular rule? Are there some drugs that you're not allowed to prescribe without seeing like a doctor's note or something like that? Because I think I've witnessed, one time I went to the pharmacy and I witnessed somebody demanding a drug, and the pharmacist did tell them that, no, sorry, you need a doctor's note before we can give you the drug. But then the person was insisting that, no, I need this drug.
So when he was speaking, he mentioned that there are classes of...
Yes.
So even the medications in the pharmacies are grouped into classes. So we have the over-the-counter medications that we are allowed to give out based on the symptoms you present with. So they are called the OTCs. Basically the pain meds and other running stomach ailments of common occurrences. And then we have the pharmacy only and then the prescription only medications. So you won't walk in without a prescription and ask me for tramadol. I can't do that. Yes.
All right, then there you have it.
Well, that's it for our discussion on World Pharmacy Day, which is happening tomorrow, 25th September. Make sure, can we participate? Are you welcoming participation from the public?
Coming on.
Right.
Okay.
Yes.
And it's at
So
10,
it's at 10 today.
10 today. Where?
Okay.
It's online.
It's online. It's online.
Okay.
Okay.
And if you also want to come for the outreach, yes, please.
That's also at Kolebu, right?
Yes.
Beautiful. Thank you very much. So yeah, do well to join them at Kolebu tomorrow as they reach out in celebration of World Pharmacy Day. But for us here on MX24 TV and the AM Club, that's it for this week. We're excited. We can't wait to eat our wachi and our croissant.
Yes.
We thank you for being a part of us from the beginning of the show. In fact, throughout the week. But today, let's thank our guests on Lifestyle Daily. Of course, we discussed finding your right partner, and we spoke with Mr. Richard Akita, who is a counselor and an author. Also on Foodie Friday,
we had Jane from Pascal's Clean Eat, and like I mentioned, if you want to watch the full video, please do head to our YouTube page at MX24GH or our Facebook page as well at MX24GH. Okay?
And then I would like to say a big thank you to our guest here, Dr. Christabel Akwa, who is the zonal coordinator for the Young Pharmacists Group, and also Silas Daku, who is a pharmacist as well. Thank you guys for joining us. Your official members of the AM Club.
Welcome.
So whenever we're having a discussion on this particular matter, we're going to have you. You're now club members.
Thank you.
We're always there.
Thank you so much. Well, that will be it for this week. Yay, it's the weekend. My name is Edma Ohimalawa. You can reach me on all my social media platforms at Edma Lawer, EDMALAWER.
And my name is Godwin Namboh, at Godwin Namboh on all social media platforms, and at MX24GH official handle on all social media platforms as well. We will leave you with this video from Sarkodie featuring King Promise, and he says, "Can't let you go."
Black jersey on the beat.
King Promise. Just about him, I will media. I hold my chin with the witty to me so. On a board, I'm a beer. It can't sumo me so.